Hi everyone, my name is Mayuri. I'm a senior at Mission San Jose High School and I'll be attending UC Berkeley this fall.
Hey guys, I'm Alisha. I'm a senior and I'll be going to the University of Michigan this fall. So,
the applications process last year was definitely extremely stressful. I think for a lot of seniors. For me personally, I was balancing playing a sport. I played varsity water polo and I was the captain last year, so it was kind of like which one should I choose? At some points it's like, should I go to practice or should I work on this essay? And one thing that I wanted to know, like, before I applied last year is that I shouldn't stress so much. I wish I kind of managed my time better in terms of writing the essays, but I did feel like I got it done on time. It's just that the years before that, I wish I didn't really stress myself about getting extremely good grades or like cry about getting a grade that I didn't like.
Yeah.
It's just do what you want, like push yourself to your limit, but don't over stress.
Yeah, I agree. So I mean, not even as a junior, but I would say even like as a freshman coming into high school, everything seems like it's very surrounded by, oh my gosh, I have to do this to get into college or something. But when you think about it, everyone has their own path, and it's kind of more like a you do you thing. And then after that, you really don't have to worry about how things are going to turn out because they turn out well in the end.
Yeah. How did you choose your college path? Alicia, do you want to say?
Why did you choose your college?
Why?
Okay, I can start. So I was pretty involved in DECA throughout high school, and that kind of showed me a new world into business. So I'll be studying business administration, and I just kind of saw business as something that I feel like I could be good at, and I have skills that would complement it well. And at the same time, it's like a pretty general degree that I think can really help me to have impact. So I think that would be really cool.
For me, I definitely want to go to medical school after I'm done with my undergraduate degree. I'm not really sure how it came about. Like, always I was really interested in studying biology. In like 5th grade, I remember we learned about biology, and then the next chapter we learned about like the different types of clouds, and I was like, why are we learning about the different types of clouds? And then like as we studied biology in 9th grade, like a full class dedicated to it, I was super into it, and I loved doing the labs, and I loved doing like the dissections and different things like that. And so I kind of was like, what can I do? I can research, I can go into medicine, and like I kind of explored from there. Like I did a summer internship last year that involved research and more the hands-on part of developing medical technology.
I'm going to add something about choosing college path. If there's something that you think you like, try to find college classes in it and take it. Like for me, I took a business class over one of the summers. I don't remember which one. So it kind of helps you figure out like, oh, is this really something that you're interested in? So yeah. Okay, so next is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And then from that research part, I kind of shadowed a doctor, and that's when I truly, like, my eyes were truly opened, and that's what I realized, like, I really want to go into medicine later on. So I think that's pretty much it. For me, it was pretty simple.
Okay, how did you manage your time and schedule? Oh, yeah, so I would say definitely if you start in the summer of junior year, then you shouldn't have too terrible of a time during like that season from like September to November. Also, I kind of split up my schools between early action and regular decision so that I wouldn't have a ton of schools to do all at once. But definitely if you write Common App and if you write UCs during the summer, then it's really easy.
Yeah, I agree with Alisha because I did start writing my essays during the summer, but I kind of took it easy, which I regret a little bit because your essays are super important. They're one of the biggest parts of your application, and it's because that's how you show your personality to the admissions officers.
Yeah.
And of course, like starting it early, spending that much more time on it will give you a big advantage. I did that, but I didn't really focus. That wasn't really my priority. I kind of, went to India. I was focusing with my family, which is a good thing, but I wish during that time I also like allocated a little bit more time to the essays. And yeah, during the school year, that's what a lot of the work was left for during the school year in terms of the application process. And like I said before, like balancing like 4 hours of water polo a day with homework and tests and also this process was pretty difficult. But if you do set your time, even if you don't start in the summer, if you do set like your time right, you could definitely spend a lot of time in the weekends, and that'll also be
work on weekends. Okay, so you kind of answered the next question about the hardest part of the application process with water polo, right? For me, it was probably writing the Common App essay, because I felt so much pressure, like, oh my gosh, like, all the colleges are going to get this essay, and it's like, it has to be really good. So I think that was the hardest part. The individual supplements for the colleges are somewhat easier because you can just talk specifics, but Common App essay was a lot of pressure, and it took a long time also.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I don't know, like, I didn't feel that pressure, which is, I guess, a different kind of experience. I just focused on, like, making it the best it could be. But yeah, I guess I feel like I didn't have enough time to feel like, what if I changed it to this, or what if I did it this way. It was just like, I have this, I like it now, I'm gonna submit it, that's it.
And then things that you would change about how you approach the process. Okay, so I'm gonna say, think through carefully before you apply to schools. Like, for me, I applied to a lot of schools, and in the end, when results came out, there were some of them where, when I thought about it, I was like, I really actually don't want to go here. So think about it beforehand, because you'll save the work of not having to write those essays and not having to pay those application fees, and just apply to the schools where you would really love to go, and then your sincerity also shows through when you write essays for those schools. And then, of course, make sure to balance between like different tiers of schools, so that you are good in the end.
Yeah. I agree with Alisha. I think that it's important that you definitely want to go to every single school you apply to, not just for like a program or anything or something else, because I did apply for a few medical programs where you get into the medical school, but in the end, like, I didn't end up choosing the one I got into because I never would go there. But that's like a few essays
you realize
wasted,
it after,
and you realize it after. You're just in the beginning, you're like, okay, I'll just do this because it's work, but you don't realize that you might even get into this program or this college. But so then
think carefully.
Think about it, and it's not like don't be so scared about the process. Like, you'll be successful. Just keep yourself in mind, keep your health in mind.
Yep.
And it'll be...
And be positive.
Yeah, it'll work out.
Okay, hopefully that was helpful.
Bye.